Hey everyone. Have you ever wondered whether a particular expense or a receipt is revenue in nature or capital in nature? I guess definitely yes. So, to solve this query of yours, I will be explaining about the differences between capital and revenue expenditures and receipts in this explainer video. I hope you like it. So, let's begin. First of all, let's see the 5 main points to be considered while differentiating the two, and those are: Number 1. Nature of the business. Number 2. Recurring nature. Number 3. Purpose of the expense or revenue. Number 4. Its effect on the revenue generating capacity. And number 5. Materiality of the amount. Once you understand these, our doubt will be resolved. Let us discuss the first point in details, that is, the nature of the business. To decide whether expenditure or revenue is capital in nature or revenue in nature, we need to see what is the business about. For example, if it is a furniture business, then for them purchase of furniture will be a revenue expenditure because it is their day-to-day activity of buying and selling furniture, means it is their main activity of business. Whereas, for other dealers, like for example a electronics dealer or a grocery dealer, purchase of furniture will be a capital expenditure because their main business activity is to sell electronic gadgets, or in case of grocery dealer, selling grocery is their main activity, and not furniture. Furniture for them is a part of their assets. Hence, its purchase will be a capital expenditure for them. So, we can say that the nature of business plays an important role in differentiating the two. The next point number 2, is recurring nature of the expense. If the said expense is quite often done in the business, then it is a revenue expenditure. If the expenditure is not often in the business, then it is capital expenditure. For example, salary is a revenue expenditure. Why? Let's see, if a business pays salary to its employees, it will be paying it every month of the year. Hence, it becomes a recurring expenditure, since it is paid several times during the year. And so, this will be categorized under revenue expenditure. The same way, rent also is a revenue expenditure, because it is paid several times during the year, and is recurring in nature. Whereas, say, a business purchases a car for its office use. Now, cars are not purchased every now and then, unlike other things like stationery or other office supplies, so, the purchase of a car is not done often, hence, it becomes a capital expenditure. The same applies to, say, purchase of air conditioners for office use. This will also be a capital expenditure. The next point number 3, is the purpose of expenditure. For example, if repairs for machinery are done for normal maintenance purpose, then it is a revenue expenditure. Whereas, if it is done for major repair resulting in increased productive capacity of the machine, then it is a capital expenditure. The next point number 4, is the expense's effect on revenue generating capacity. If an expense helps in generating revenue only in the current accounting period, then it is revenue expenditure. But if the expense helps in generating revenue over more than one accounting period, then it is capital expenditure. For example, let's say rent paid for a month or year, is going to give you benefit for that accounting period only, so it becomes revenue expenditure. Another example, say repairs are done to machinery, then it is a revenue expenditure. Provided if it does not change the estimated benefits to be received from the machinery due to this repair. But let's say expense made on purchase of a license for starting a cinema hall. This license is compulsory to start cinema hall, and because of this you will be able to run the cinema hall for years. So it helps in revenue generation for over more than one accounting period, so it becomes capital expenditure. Another example, again let's say repairs are done to machinery, but this time, it is going to change the estimated benefits to be received from the machinery due to this repair, then, here it will be a capital expenditure, because it is increasing the productive capacity of the machinery. The next point number 5, is materiality of the amount involved. The relative proportion of the amount involved, is another important consideration in distinction between revenue and capital expenditure. Now, let us see the difference between capital receipts and revenue receipts. One of the differences is the receipts, which are obtained in the normal course of the business activity, are revenue receipts. For example, receipts from sale of goods or services, interest income, etc. And the receipts, which are not obtained in the normal course of business activity, are capital receipts. For example, receipts from sale of fixed assets, or receipts from sale of investments, receipts of owner's contribution, etc. So this was about how to distinguish between capital and revenue expenditures and receipts. I hope you all liked and most importantly, understood this explainer video. Do like the video and subscribe to our channel. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you.